Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. You already saw my breakfast, but the point of this video is that I am reading 7 books in 7 days. So, I'm really excited. I'm also really nervous. I'm coming out of a reading slump, so I'm hoping that this will help me completely come out of it. But I could also see it going the other way and making me go back into a reading slump, so we'll see. Today is day 1. Today is Tuesday, so this challenge will end next Monday. And the first book I am reading for this challenge is Tell Me 3 Things by Julie Buxbaum. I have already started this book and I've heard of really good things. I bought it 2 years ago and never read it, so finally reading it. I'm also, I forgot to say, I'm reading 7 romance books in 7 days, so these will all be romances. I'm currently on chapter 6, page 49, so I should be able to finish it today. It has about 330 pages. It's honestly quite a quick read, and I flew through those 49 pages, so it should be a nice and relaxing time today. Starting a little bit on the late side, but I'm definitely going to be starting on the late side because I'm going to my aunt's house. We are currently refinishing furniture, just a little side gig thing that I got going on, and I have to go help stage the desk that we just did. I could actually show you guys pictures. So here's the before, another before, and then after, another after. So yeah, we did so much to this. That is so insane to me. Crazy. We worked so hard on it, so I have to go stage it so that it will hopefully sell for a good amount of money, and then I am going to get reading. I got some lunch I was going to show you guys because, I don't know, I wrapped cheese in these ham, so I'm having ham wrapped cheese for lunch, and then I'm also trying this. It's just called mukamame, which is kind of like edamame, but it is shelled already. Very good. So yeah, my lunch is considered quite healthy, except for the fact that I'm drinking it with a Coke and Gatorade. That's what I'm having for lunch, and I'm gonna get back to reading soon. Update. I'm about to make dinner tonight. Michael and I decided on salads, but I am going to try and read while I make the salads because I have to boil the chicken before I grill it. But I am currently on chapter 17, page 146. So I'm making my way. Almost halfway through. Okay, I think I'm finally done with the prep work. I was going to time-lapse me chopping stuff up, but figure that you guys don't really want to see that because you're here for reading content and it's only day 1. But we're making salads and I'm just really excited. Here is the chicken cooking, and then after it's done boiling, we're going to grill it. And then I have the lettuce out drying because of course I don't have a lettuce spinner. I need to invest in one of those. Chopped up some cucumber and some avocados for my salad. I only did 1 avocado because Michael does not like avocados, so I figured I do not need more than 1. Alrighty vlog, it is officially day 2 of the reading 7 romance books in 7 days series, and I have finished Tell Me 3 Things. So this book I ended up giving a 3 out of 5 stars. and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. If you like YA romance, I'm sure that you will have a blast reading this, and I definitely had fun. There were some parts that were a little bit slow, but it's basically, so the premise is this girl who moves, and there is this person called Somebody Nobody that is messaging her, and she doesn't know who it is, but she knows that they go to her school. And for me, it was just a little bit obvious who it was, and I don't think that it's supposed to be like top secret. I feel like it's supposed to be kind of obvious, but then it was like dragged out to where like you couldn't confirm it was that person, and I just don't know if that was like necessary. But I do, so she has a book called What to Say Next, Julie Buxbaum does, and I do want to read that soon, so maybe in one of my upcoming videos. I think I'm going to read It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne, or Byrne. I'm really excited for this one because from what I have read, it's about a girl who goes to work in the movie theater, and she meets this guy, and you know, it's a romance, so I guess they fall in love. But all I know is that it's a romance that happens because she works at the movie theater, and I've actually worked at a movie theater before, so I feel like that would kind of be fun. I did not have any romance happen. There was a guy that asked for my number, but you know, did not give it to him. So we'll see what I think of this one. Let me be honest for a quick minute. Yesterday was a fail. Really bad fail. I'm obviously still reading It Only Happens in the Movies, and I am on a whopping page 20. I read 20 pages yesterday. Well, I also read 60 pages of my other book, but still, like, I did not read barely at all yesterday. So that is not good. I currently have my breakfast. I made myself some cheesy eggs, and I have my double shot. And I'm hoping that my double shot will give me the energy to just read because I don't want to fail this challenge. I finished reading It Only Happens in the Movies, and I am kind of struggling between 4 and 4.5 stars, but I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 stars. It was really good. It was really good. I did not really have many issues with it, and it was a really powerful message. I would definitely recommend it, and it's, in my opinion, not the typical romance. It made me cry, and it was very relatable. The next one we are going to be reading is Hani and Ishu's Guide to Fake Dating. I actually have not heard of this one either. Let me look up how many ratings it has on Goodreads, because that kind of tells you how popular it is. 19,000 ratings. Okay, that's actually not bad. It's actually really not bad. But anyway, Hani and Ishu's Guide to Fake Dating is about a girl who comes out as bi, and she's really popular, is what I'm getting. I've only read the blurb. I have no idea. I have not started it, but she's bisexual, but her friends tell her that she can't label herself as bisexual since she's only dated guys and has not dated girls. So she comes up with this plan with Ishu to fake date, I'm guessing. I don't know where I got that wild guess from, but I'm figuring that they're gonna fake date and fall in love. Don't quote me, but I think that's what'll happen. So we'll see. Also, it was really interesting reading a book about people that work at a movie theater when I worked at a movie theater, because a lot of their struggles were so real. I could relate to it so much. Oh my gosh. Not me, that can't turn the page. Hi everybody, welcome to day 5. It is currently 1:35 and I am finally starting the day. I just painted my nails. Don't they look so good? I literally love them. My camera's about to die and I'm gonna charge it, but I wanted to update you guys. I am currently on chapter 10, which is page 69 of Honey and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating, and it's pretty good. I think it's just mediocre so far, but I am definitely going to keep reading. We can't go to the pool because I got struck by lightning yesterday, so that gives me lots of time to read. That was the universe telling me to read. So, gonna go read and charge my camera. Day 6 of this challenge, which is so crazy because it means that tomorrow is the last day, and then this whole video will be over, and that is so weird to think about. But what's worse is that I'm still reading Honey and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating. I really wanted to be able to read 7 books, and I just don't foresee that happening. This is the 3rd book I've been on, if you guys haven't been following along, and that means that I would still have 4 books left to read. Swear to God, I just woke up and I'm already getting to reading because I don't want to completely fail this challenge. Alright everybody, I have some big news, really positive news this time. I actually finished reading Honey and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating by, okay, so the audiobook said it, Adiba Jagardar, I think? Adiba Jagardar, I think, but I might be butchering that. Anyway, I ended up giving this book 2 stars. The last 150-ish pages were really amazing, but the first 200 I had a really hard time trudging through. I feel like it was very much based on stereotypes. There was the stereotypes of the toxic friends, which was fine having toxic friends, but like it just was kind of extreme. Like everything in this book was extreme. Like Issue was really grumpy, Honey was really happy and cheery, and Honey was the typical like girly girl, popular girl, happy, cheerful, blah blah blah, and Issue was like this smart girl, academically driven, really hard worker, so she's super grumpy, not popular at all. Everybody thinks she's weird and just like a goody two-shoes and blah blah blah. And I just like, I kind of had a problem with that because that's not really realistic in today's world anymore. So yeah, that's what I felt about that. I'm in my game and I have to walk over this other freaking world. Look at this. I'm literally addicted to collect all pets on Roblox. Okay, and if you guys don't play this game, you need to join it right now because it's so good. Oh my gosh. Hopefully Michael plays this game with me. I think I'm going to do another reading 7 books in 7 days challenge where I do summer books because summer's almost over and I want to really use the rest of the summer that I have. The next book I'm going to be reading in this I always want to say readathon, and this Reading 7 Books in 7 Days is Before Takeoff by Arielle Ancel. Can we just stop and think about the fact that I literally failed this challenge so bad? I was supposed to read 7 books in 7 days, and I definitely did not do that. I just wanted to recap about what I did read, but I wanted to update you guys because you might notice that day 7 is missing, and that is because on day 7, which was like a week and a half ago, I did not read. I did not read that day, and I just was not in the mood. It's hard. I think I tried. So like I can't remember what page I was on last week when I last updated you guys, but this is the book that I was reading. I was reading Before Takeoff, right? I got to, I don't know. Well, anyway, yesterday I tried reading it, tried giving it a good chance. Yesterday I was just going to pretend like it was day 7 and move on with life. I got to page 120 in this book and I had to DNF it. And I hate DNFing books. I literally, and that means did not finish for those of you who don't know, but yeah, I never DNF books. This is probably like, I have DNF'd Go Ask Alice, this book, and I stopped reading Perks of Being a Wallflower, but I do want to pick it back up, so I wouldn't say I DNF'd it. I just kind of am saving it for later. The only other book I have DNF'd is Go Ask Alice, and I would consider trying that book again. I would never consider reading this book ever again. It was really bad, and I'm sorry to the author. This was a new release. It was released on June 22nd, and I was really excited to read it. It's like a Jumanji style romance. They're stuck in an Atlanta airport, and then, you know, they press this mysterious green button and all this Jumanji type stuff starts happening. And while the premise is really fascinating, it's just on and on. It's like, okay, well now it's raining, now it's snowing, now it's doing this. Oh, Michelle and what's his name? James? Hold on, let me look. Yeah. Michelle and James don't really even grow. Like, they don't grow in their bond. Their bond is always really close. They start out friends, they stay friends. It's weird, and then it's like, okay, well now this is happening in the airport, now this is happening in the airport, and it's like, why should I care? I didn't feel connected at all. So yeah, I DNF'd this, and I rated it 1 star on Goodreads just so that other people will not waste their time trying to read this book. I literally tried to trudge through it, and I even like skipped ahead and was like, oh, well maybe it gets better, and I'm like perusing, and it's like, oh, well now the snow has started to fall again. I'm like, yep, I'm making the right decision by putting this down, because it's literally the same crap over and over and over again. And I literally just like read the last couple of pages just to see what happens, because, you know, I was just curious, and literally nothing groundbreaking. Nothing groundbreaking. And this book, I saw so many 1 stars. I saw so many like non-ratings where it's like, just do not read this. So I think that I'm not weird in my hatred of this book. But it was the 4th book I was on. So now I am going to talk to you guys about the books that I did read and what I thought of them. Okay, so the first book that I read was Tell Me 3 Things by Julie Buxbaum, which I rated 3 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed this one, and it was pretty cute, because you guys know, if you read romance, that there's this huge trope of like, oh, my mom died. And I'm starting to realize that I hate that trope. I literally hate that trope. Like, if your mom died in this, like, okay, whenever I'm reading romance where the mom dies, it's like, okay, like, I'm sad, I feel for the character, but then it's like, I don't understand why the mom has to be wrapped up in this romance. Like, I just don't get it. I don't mind, like, I don't typically mind if parents have like passed away or if parents have like abandoned them or whatnot, but it's just reaching a little far. So yeah, 3 stars. If you like that trope, I think you would really enjoy this book, but I personally do not really enjoy that trope, so I just found this book mediocre. The next book that I read is It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne, which I rated a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. Basically, this girl her parents are going through a divorce, and it's a messy divorce. Her dad kind of abandoned the family, and her mom's kind of going a little crazy. I liked that trope. It was fine. It was kind of bad boy, good girl vibes for the trope. So yes, I really enjoyed this one. Rated it 4 stars. The next book I read is Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating by Adaba Jagardar. I rated this book a 2 out of 5 stars. I like the representation. That's all I have to say. Okay, then lastly, I read 122 pages of Before Takeoff by Arielle Ancel, and I ended up DNFing it, rating it 1 star like I just talked about. It's just too much, nothing happens, and I literally did not feel connected to the characters or the story at all. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. It was very interesting for me, and it was also challenging. I think if I ever do this trend again, the reading 7 books in 7 days, I would have to pick ones that I know are well loved, and only one of them worked out for me, so probably will not do that again, not for a YouTube video at least. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!